That's not bad at all. Hey, Joey Starr here, Starr Quality Kitchen. Very impromptu episode. I'm gonna get into this kind of quick. I was just over in Fishkill, New York to take care of some business. I saw a sign for Charley's Cheesesteak and Wings. Now, I've heard the name Charley's a couple of times before, but never even seen one in person until today. The sign showed one of their sandwiches and combo meal, and it looked delish. And I was like, you know, it's getting close to lunchtime. Let me go pick something up. And then when I got there, I saw this beautiful sign for something that they have for a limited time called the Kimchi Cheesesteak. And I just immediately thought, oh my God, I have to try this. So real quick, for those who don't know, I covered this a little bit in my video with the kimchi stew. Kimchi is this fermented vegetable blend that usually consists of cabbage and some other stuff. And what it does is, besides that it's good for your health, it helps bring some great crunch, flavor, and heat to whatever you're making. Although it's a bit of an acquired flavor, once you acquire that flavor, it really does add a new dimension to anything that you have it with, even if you're just eating it plain. So while I was there, because I've never been to Charley's before, I went in with the mind frame of, you know, I'm just gonna get whatever I can that's like different. In addition to spotting the kimchi cheesesteak, they have, I don't know if this is limited time or not, they probably have this all the time, but they have Cajun French fries. And I saw that advertised right on the counter, and I was like, you know what? I got my sandwich, I got my fries, all I need is a good drink. And they happen to have another limited time item, which is the mango lemonade. Because I needed to come right home and I didn't have any equipment with me, I would have loved to have been able to film inside their dining room. Looks pretty cool. There's a quick shot right here. But the thing is, I needed to be home by a certain time, which I did manage to get on time. So I took it all to go, thinking, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna film this because I don't know how much longer this kimchi cheesesteak is gonna be on promotion, but let me film the video, edit it, and get it out there as soon as I can. I gotta tell you, the drive home, my car was filled with the aroma of these two items. Longest 25-mile drive ever. It was driving me crazy. And now it is lunchtime. I'm starved. I've waited more than long enough for this. I even contemplated not filming the review, but again, it's like, I need to let you know. I need to share with you exactly how is it. Is it good? Is it bad? Does it suck? Is it excellent? Is it eh? We're gonna find out together. Let's just open these bad boys up and see what we got here. So for the kimchi cheesesteak, actually for everything, I got the large size, whatever the large size was. So this is the large kimchi cheesesteak. Okay, bear in mind, I did drive 25 miles to go home, set all this stuff up so you can see me. We're gonna give them a bit of consideration, considering that I'm not grabbing this fresh out of the restaurant. And here we have the Cajun fries, very well seasoned here. They smell amazing. I tell you what, that aroma I smelled in my car was probably about 60% Cajun fries and 40% kimchi cheesesteak. The aromas did not clash. They melded together so good. And even now I'm starting to salivate a little bit. This here, as tempting as it was, I did not take a sip because I want you to get my first actual reaction when I try this too. In fact, let's start with that. First, just look, there are layers here. Here's some lemonade. Here's some mango parts, and probably won't show up great on camera, but I can see that there's actually bits of, it looks kind of pulp-ish. So I don't know, that's mango pulp or chunks of mango or shredded mango. So pretty excited. I'm not gonna stir it up. I'm gonna try as it is. All right, here goes a sip. Okay. That is bits of mango. I actually had a little bit of trouble sucking it up into straw. In fact, some of it's even stuck in the straw now. There's actually bits of mango in there. Very fresh. It's freaking delicious. Bit on the sweet side, which is to be expected. I barely tasted any lemonade. Let me do this to try to attempt to get some of the lemonade, just lemonade itself. Lemonade's okay. The lemonade's not great. It's okay. It's drinkable, passively flavored, which I can appreciate that. It's not like really sour or anything. Somewhere in the middle here. Try to get a good sip of the lemonade and mango combined. There's no clash here. This is a nice blend of flavor. Honestly, the mango flavor is very overpowering to the lemonade, but you know what? In this case, I don't mind because that lemonade is but the mango part of it is pretty good. Then when you take a sip from the bottom like I do, and you get those chunks of mango in there, you get to drink it and chew it. So it's pretty good. Let's go ahead, let's get to the main attraction here. Kimchi cheesesteak. Never thought I'd live to see the day, Bread is nice and soft. The aroma's hitting me now like super hard because I'm squeezing this, I'm pushing that up. Cheese is melted pretty well onto the kimchi. You know what, let's take a little cross section here before I bite. Kind of lift that up, you can see here the cheesesteak, the kimchi. It's got a nice color to it. I'm just gonna kind of tuck this in here. The aroma is like, ooh. All right, go ahead and give this a bite here. That's not bad at all. The cheesesteak is nice and tender. Cheese has a nice smoothness to it. Not really creamy, but yeah, cheesy enough. Again, we're gonna give them some consideration. It's not like I just got the order 5 minutes ago and I'm eating it. It's been more than half an hour. So kimchi's got a little bit of a kick to it, not astronomical. Honestly, you can buy these little tubs of kimchi from like Walmart, ShopRite. Probably just about any supermarket probably carries it. If you get any like the Korean kimchis, which that's mostly what you're gonna find in regular commercial stores, they're gonna be spicier than what's here. So I think this is kind of a mild, but nice crunch from the cabbage, of course. Tanginess from the kimchi. A hint of sweetness. It's a nice blend with the meat in particular. It's decent with the cheese, it's better with the meat. So I'm gonna take another bite here. Definitely helps too that this is a pretty good hoagie bun. Toasted, enough to give you a little crisp on the outside, but tender on the inside. There's a lot of good flavor here. That sweetness, I'm not used to having sweetness in my kimchi, but the sweetness that I'm tasting here, it's actually pretty tasty. Actually with the sweetness, it's more in the direction of a sloppy joe sauce. How it's mainly savory, but it's got that undeniable amount of sweetness in there. The crunch from the cabbage on this kimchi is really lending to experience the enjoyment of this sandwich. Go ahead and wash that down and cleanse the palate a little bit with some mango lemonade. I'm blown away by this mango. It's so good, it's fresh. Having those chunks come up through the straw and how well it blends with the lemonade. Yeah, excellent idea. Charley's, I recommend that, especially if this sells well, put it on a regular rotation on the menu. Don't just keep it a limited time because you'll be denying your customers a sensational flavor. Let's go ahead and try some of these Cajun fries here. The flavor is good. The fries themselves are decent. I think maybe they could have stood to sit in the fryer just a little bit longer, just to be cooked a little bit more, but it's a nice potato. The seasoning is really what makes this. I mean, let's face it, without the Cajun seasoning, these would just be their French fries, and that wouldn't be bad, but Cajun's good. A little bit smoky, definitely a bit savory, a bit peppery, not really spicy. There's like a hint of a kick. It's less than the kimchi that's in the cheesesteak for sure. This is good to accompany some kind of protein sandwich. I can see this working with a regular cheesesteak or even a chicken sandwich if Charley has those. If you like some Cajun flavors or some Southern flavors with a very, very mild kick, then I think you'd enjoy these. The next time I go to Charley's, I'm gonna eat there so I can have it fresh, but this is pretty good. It's made a good impression on me. There's really nothing left to say. First time at Charley's, they've made a good impression on me. Kimchi cheesesteak, tasty sandwich. I wouldn't say that it's life-changing, but it's really good. It's really good, it's very edible, it's tasty. If you like kimchi, if you like cheesesteaks, it's kind of a no-brainer. It's all the best elements of those two items, if you like them, combined into one good hoagie bun that's not in the least bit dry, tender on the inside, crispy on the outside. I like the way they made this. And of course, as good as this is, the mango lemonade, even better. As far as I'm concerned, this is the star of the show today. Real bits of mango in there. Probably a little bit of a mango puree in there too, because it is kind of sweet. Lemonade, if it was by itself, it'd be like, but combined with this mango, it's a nice treat. It's like you get to wash down your food and enjoy dessert all in one sip. Yeah, that's really good. So how about you? Have you been to Charley's before? What's your favorite sandwich there? Have you tried the kimchi cheesesteak? What did you think? Do you like the Cajun fries? What do you like at Charley's? And do you know of another commercial place or maybe a non-commercial place that's either somewhere between Fishkill and Danbury where you can get kimchi cheesesteak or some other kind of sandwich that utilizes kimchi in a non-traditional way that you think is worth me trying out? I want to go try it out, and depending on what it is, if it's unique, if it's special, I may even review it and give you a shout out. Thank you so much for watching Starr Quality Kitchen. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and stalk. Laters. Nice savory sweet sandwich by the potato. Good savory contrast. Wash it down with some mango lemonade. Not a bad lunch for Friday afternoon.